Today I'm going to show you how to key out a black or white background. It's rare to have to key out a white background, but nonetheless it can be done, and I will show you how. So on the timeline I have a clip. It's a simple, straightforward short clip, and I have already in my media pool, I've got two logos that I want to put over that. So we've got one with a black background, I'll shorten it to suit, and we've got one with a white background, and we will shorten that in that manner. So we've got a black background on this logo. I've included patches of colour because when you're keying, sometimes certain colours don't show. So it depends on what your logo is made up of, what colours, to whether it's going to work or not. So just to show that it does work on all colours, I've got these patches. Now the same applies, of course, on the black background I've got a white patch, on the white background I've got a black patch. Now the traditional way of doing this, with a black background anyway, the traditional way of keying is to go into your composite here on the right and come down to screen. Now it does key the black out, but it also makes the colour part of your logo transparent. If that's the effect you want, that's fine, but if you want solid colours, that does not work. I don't think any adjustment, opacity makes it less. There's no way of going further along that line and increasing this number here of 100 to make it more solid coloured. We will come out of that one and we go into, I'll size them before we start. So this one will zoom, let's see, about so big. Bring it over. I'm putting this one here because the black will show up better against the sky, that's all. And we'll go up into that position. So something like that. So we'll start work on the black background. And if you go into Fusion, and there you have your logo. Now it's showing up in full size, which is fine. Makes it easier to work on anyway. So with your media in highlighted, you do Shift and space bar, and this requester will come up. And I've already found Lumakia, but if you start to spell Lumakia, it will pop up. And as long as this is highlighted, if you click add, it will add it in the correct place. Now it's already keyed it out, but it's keyed it out in the same way as it would have done with the composite in screen. Now, all you have to do with this is to pull this slider here from right over to the left. You've now got solid colours, and it's done it with all the colours. If you look at the colour, the patches, the blue is the last one, so you could sort of leave it a little bit. There's no need to leave it at that position. Pull it fully to the left. If we now go back into the timeline, you'll find that that is now keyed out, and it looks as clean as anything. We'll now go to the white and come into Fusion again, and the same procedure, Shift, space bar, this will come up, Lumakia, this highlighted, add. Now then, what it's done there it's keyed out the black and some of the colours as well. So you have to invert that. So we invert it. You've now got your background keyed out. But it's left some of the colours, and this is why the patches are here, some of the colours are semi-transparent. So in this case, you go to the luminance slider and slide it to the right. Now if you go fully to the right, it'll bring the white back. So you come back a little bit. So 9, anywhere in the 900s tends to work. 0.9, sorry, not 900s, 0.900s seems to work. So if you go fully to the right and then come back a little to 900 and something, you've now got solid colours. And if we now go to the edit page, you've now got your keyed out white background as well as your keyed out black background. I hope that was helpful, and see you again sometime. Cheerio.